Okay, so I'm a little annoyed. I just filmed an entire video around my Switch 2 experience so far, and I just had to delete all of it because the audio was not only fucked up, but the gameplay that I recorded from my Switch also fucked up. So, just super fun. So the gameplay you're going to see is going to be different trailers in this video, but I'm just going to talk really quick about my experience with the Switch 2 so far, my experience pre-ordering it. Let's get a couple things clear. I'm a huge Nintendo fan. I've talked about this so many times across the channel, but just because I have this innate bias for Nintendo doesn't mean I'm not going to be fair. I think the pricing situation around this console deserves its own video, and it's not something that I can personally relate to or really articulate well enough to go over in depth. Obviously, pricing means different things for different people, and that's just how life is. Just because I have the luxury to afford a Switch 2 doesn't mean that everybody else does, and I recognize that, and I hope that if you have a console, you do as well. Just because you can't afford a Switch 2 right now doesn't make you like some broke boy or stupid or lesser than me, okay? I just want to get that out there. But on the topic of price, I'm okay with it. I'm totally fine with the price. I've actually said this from the jump. I actually never really minded the Switch 2's price tag by itself. I more had an issue with Mario Kart's price tag. And I will talk about Mario Kart and Pokemon Scarlet in this video because those are the games I've played the most over the last 24 hours. But to say that it bugs me in terms of the console pricing, I would be lying, and I don't do that on this channel. I really don't even really think about it while playing the games on it. I did get the bundle, and I was lucky enough to get one, so again, I recognize that as well. And eventually, I'll probably do a full Mario Kart review, just a standalone video for that, and I'll talk about its pricing separately. But from where I'm standing, the console feels really premium compared to the last couple Switches. Compared to the base Switch, I always felt like the OLED felt kind of like the Switch's older brother. It wasn't until I got my hands on the Switch 2 that it was more, the OLED is more of the Switch's cousin, and the Switch 2 is like the father of the Switch. It just feels so much nicer. It's heavier in the best way possible. The buttons on it are super clicky and like a tacky feel. The Joy-Cons, you can feel immediately that there's something different about them in terms of hoping that they don't drift. In all seriousness, the Joy-Cons actually feel incredible, and I love the magnet snap feature into the console itself. The screen was a big thing for a lot of people. I know a lot of people were not really okay with how the Switch 2 did not have an OLED screen. And honestly, I don't really see that much of a difference. Don't get me wrong. The OLED Switch screen is really nice, and it's been a pleasure to have, but this LCD screen is better than that OLED screen. I don't know the specs. I'm not smart enough to pretend to know about the specs, but I do think that this screen looks a lot better. It's brighter, and it is way bigger than the OLED. It's weird because I took it out of the box not expecting the OLED to feel so small after I was holding the Switch 2 for so long. Man, the Switch 2 just feels so much better. It feels like a more premium handheld console. I say that not knowing how the Steam Deck feels besides touching it at like Best Buy, and same with the Lenovo ones. I don't own those, so I'm not even going to try to compare it to those, and honestly, you shouldn't. They're just completely different systems. But the console itself feels great, and I love it. I'm excited to get a carrying case that I ordered for it. I did order a Satisfy grip for it as well, so I'm someone who's a big fan of Satisfy, and their grips saved my big ass hands with the first Switch. So if you have bigger hands, this console definitely is going to feel a lot nicer. It also has a little more of a rough feel to it, but not in like a cheap way. Like everything feels premium, like I said before. And the gameplay I've experienced so far, even though I did not want to be a fan of the new Mario Kart game just for my own principles, it's so fun. I can't sit here and lie and say that the Switch is worse or the Switch 2 is a terrible console or that the launch was bad. I actually had a lot of fun. I went to a GameStop and I got in line at 3 p.m. and I got a little number card and I was able to get a console, and that to me was enough. And being there with everybody that night at the midnight launch, yes, I know everybody has their own opinions about the Switch and Nintendo and this and that and the other. I'm never going to tell you what to do with your money. You should never tell somebody else what to do with their money. Let people make dumb fucking decisions, okay? And if you see me buying the Switch 2 as a dumb decision, then that's power to you. I had fun, and everybody at the launch event had fun as well. The Mario Kart game, Mario Kart World, is actually pretty fun. I've played it for about 2-3 hours here or there. there. Again, I'm not really going to give my thoughts on it too much. I definitely am enjoying some aspects of the game a lot more than I thought I would, and enjoying some other aspects a little less than I thought I would. But again, 2-3 hours, that's really nothing. I have been playing a lot of Pokemon Scarlet though, and thank God that is a free upgrade because the game feels so much better to play now. It is shitty that Nintendo and Game Freak just decided to not fix the Switch 1 version of the game. And it's not even really like it's a Switch 2 version of Scarlet and Violet, because you're not paying for it like you are with Breath of the Wild, the Kirby expansion, or Tears of the Kingdom. There were like a handful of games that got free upgrades, and Nintendo has said that other games are going to be getting free upgrades as well. I think Mario 3D World's got one, and like a few others. I am really enjoying playing Pokemon Scarlet at 60 FPS at 120 hertz. And I'm really enjoying it, man. I wish I could show you guys the gameplay. I'll show you guys some gameplay. The color is going to be a little fucking weird here and there, so just ignore that. But in general, I like the console. Again, it's been 24 hours, so I can't really formulate my own really strong opinion, but I can definitely see liking the Switch 2 more than the Switch, just because it is that more powerful successor. It's kind of like going from the 3DS to the new 3DS. You know what I mean? Like, it's different and you can feel the power difference, and there's a lot of things that feel different. The eShop is 1,000 times better for now. We don't know. It's only been 24 hours, so maybe the eShop sucks once it gets millions of games loaded onto it. But just the overall organization of the eShop is better. I think that the virtual card system, again, I've used it like once or twice, so I can't really have an opinion on it. I think it's definitely weird. The only thing that really pisses me off about the console is the fact that we still do not have different themes. We have white and black, and they both say basic in front of them. I don't know why Nintendo feels the need to just not let us customize the console a little bit more, especially because there's no color for the console, right? It is a lot more adult looking of a console. It's a fully black system with like a little bit of highlight of blue and red here and there. But if you're not going to let us customize the outside on launch, at least let us customize the themes. Let us reorganize it. I do like the theme looking more sleek. It definitely looks better. The console sounds better. But like, why the fuck can I not just customize the themes? It's just so annoying. It's a nitpick for sure. It's a nitpick for sure, but it's just annoying, man. I do like the new dock. I think the new dock is a lot more, you can hear me picking it up. It's a lot more sleek. There's like this nice finish on the inside that doesn't feel like it's going to scratch the screen. So I'm all here for that. That's it. I didn't get any of the other accessories just because I just really wanted the console and Mario Kart bundle. And that's what I'm with. I'm rocking with it right now. If you got your hands on a Switch 2, I'm very happy for you. And if you needed to save for the Switch 2 for a little bit, power fucking to you. Don't let anybody take that away from you. One of the things I've hated seeing online right now is people telling each other what to do with their money, like what you should and shouldn't buy. If you are someone who has the capability and you're an adult and you do not fucking care what anybody else says, then just go buy the console. It's just, people are so weird now. I don't know, man. COVID really fucked up a lot of people. And honestly, the console's probably just gonna get more expensive with just the state of everything right now. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm enjoying the console. If you got your hands on a Switch 2, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm sorry if this video feels really rushed. It kind of is. I had a full like 30-45 minute video. I was editing. It was really good. There was a lot more edits to it. I was really letting the juices flow. And then I realized that I thought my headphones were just fucked up from the audio, and it was not. It was my whole audio. I know that there was the state of play for PlayStation earlier, I think yesterday, the same day that the pre-orders came out for the Switch. So I will be covering some games from that state of play later this week. I appreciate you guys so much for all of the support recently. You guys have been fucking killing it. I say it in all of these videos, but you guys rock. Thank you guys so much for everything. I honestly, I wouldn't really be able to get the console without you, and that's really gushy and mushy to say, but those of you that have been here for the last 2 years, I really appreciate it. And here's to 2 more. This has been Nate, otherwise known as Wicked, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.